All right, so thanks so much for doing this for your body. And I always like to start just in a way that we can get to know how we're feeling. So take a moment to ground yourself. If you like to do what I do, I lift my toes and I lengthen them down so you can feel the ground. And then lift your heels, maybe lengthen them back. Just feel like your whole foot's spread. So that lifts your arch when you do that. A little gentle bend in the knees so that your circulation can flow. Take a nice deep breath and imagine your heart just opening wide. So take the shoulders back, just feel like you're getting a little bit lighter in the front. As you exhale, drop your tailbone down. Start to feel like your abs, your obliques help lift you to do that. And then think about the crown of the head on this next breath. And just imagine yourself growing a little bit taller. So again, the abs are what help you do that. And then hands wherever it's helpful for a moment. I just want you to take a breath. Just notice what you're carrying, how you feel. And when you're ready to exhale, just let go of something if there's something that you want to let go of. And then when you're ready to warm up, we'll start. So lift a knee, lift your arms, and then alternate legs. Yes. And for these first few, just get a nice feel. So what does it feel like to reach up? Try to create the stretch in the back. And then how about pull down? The elbows come down. Sometimes that feels great around the heart when you really focus on it. And then see if you can use your abs to really lift your knees. So you're just lifting it a little bit higher, feeling your core start to warm. And then adding a little posture. If you can ground your foot in the same way you did just a moment ago and try to press it down, you can lift and open your hip from the front. Nice deep breath. For 2 more, last set, and then we'll reach and pull back. So opening the heart. Again, allow yourself to just make it feel good. Does it feel good to stretch for a few? Thinking about the forward, maybe even tucking the chin. And then how about thinking about the elbows going back for a few, opening your heart. And really lift the knee again. Focus on your abs for a few breaths. And last 2, last set. And then opposite. So opposite knee, opposite arm. If you get one going, use your brain. We'll just take the rest. And then let's ground again. So think about the foot, push it down, and see if that's where you get the reach. Stretching your whole side body. And how's your breathing? Can you deepen it out? Slow it down. Last 2. Do 1 more set. And then we'll reach and pull down. So a little exhale and twist. So here, if you breathe out, you might be able to take the belly in and really massage the back, the spine, helping yourself open it. And in between, see if you can stand tall, spreading the heart, grounding the feet. And last 2. And 1 more set, allow it to feel good. And then come on down. Inhale, reach up. Clasp your hands, and if you want a little back bend, take the tailbone back, and then lift the heart. Knees, bend them just a little bit. And then take 2 breaths, letting it flow through the body. All the way up, all the way down. And then we'll release the hands, take 1 down, and C-shape the spine. And if it feels good, roll the elbow back, take your chin up, and that might stretch the heart all the way across the front. And take 1 more deep breath. See if you can exhale into it. And then inhale up, and we'll switch. Other arm high, exhale. Roll the shoulders back, maybe the chin up, and just breathe. And last breath. And then inhale, rise. And we'll clasp our hands, and then tuck your chin and just round and wiggle the back. So same deal with the knees, bend them a little bit, and that'll protect your tendons, keep your blood flow going. Take 1 more deep breath, maybe wiggle around. And then hands come back. And we'll clasp behind, lift high. And here, see if you can even lift through the back of the neck. So it might feel like tucking the chin. That's great to help your spinal fluid come all the way down from the top of your head. And then 2 more breaths. Just let your heart shine, body open. And when you're ready, just shake it out. All right, so we'll grab our weights and our block or a soft pillow if you have one. You can also just use water bottles or something in your hands. So with the block long ways, we'll do the same grounding at the feet. So you want to lengthen the toes and then hold the block between the ball of the feet. Lift the heels, lengthen the back, and hold the block. Yes, and then bend the knees a little. And try to extend the 2 points of your head and tail. So I want you to feel like your belly is going to help your back stay strong. Shoulders, take them back. And then elbows will bring them up. So shoulder height and a little tiny pulse. And pulse, and pulse, yes. So start with your breath today. So can you see how long it is? And then once you've got that, see if you can deepen it a little bit. Could you lengthen it or slow it down in a way that helps you feel strong or comforted or grounded? And then once you've got that, add a little body scan. So as you scan down, just what do you feel? Do you want to loosen something, strengthen something else? I always ask the question of what could you add space to? Usually space helps us feel a little bit better, less tense. For 3 and 2, and then down and hold. Up a little, down and hold. Inhale, and then exhale. So add your breath again in a way that feels good. And there's no right way. You can make it however you want. Just breathe in a way that you notice your body feels more nourished. Last 2. Last 1. Stay at the bottom and then up, 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 and come in. Up, 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 and come in. So just staying with a little pulse. So the pulses don't have to be perfect. If you just keep moving gently and tiny little movements, you'll sculpt your muscle. For 3 and 2. And the last one, stay at the bottom and then take the elbows back and back. And come back to your breath. How is it? Could you take 1 slow, deep breath to help you feel like you're grounded? And the key here is not to wiggle. Just see how steady you can keep your chest. For 3 and 2, 1, little L's. Up, down, back, and in. Up, down, back, and in. So nice deep breath. And the L's don't have to be perfect. You just keep them going. If your arms just stay in a little pulse of some sort, you're doing great. You can take breaks whenever you need. Last 2. Last 1. All right, something different. We're going to take our elbows in front. And then I want you to take your shoulders back so that your heart still feels open. And all we're going to do is open the arms. Elbows stay where they are. And then take it to 90. Yes. So open the elbow joint and then take it back up. So just a few. For 5. Nice deep breath. And 4. So exhale maybe is going to help you lift. For 3. And breathe through it. Comfort your body. Last 2. Last one here. You got it. And then arms come back to center where you started. And 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Roll it out. So a nice deep breath. Just let your body feel yourself relax. All right, so we're actually going to do 1 tricep at a time this week. So if you take 1 hand, drop your weight, and take your left leg back first, and hold your weight in your right arm. So right leg forward, and then left leg back. And here, your left hand, it can either be on your left hip to help you remember to keep it open, or you can gently cross it over to touch your thigh. Either way, you want to keep your heart nice and wide. Yeah. And then the right elbow is going to come high. And similar to what we normally do, I want you to lean your chest forward, but keep your spine long, head to tail. So a little tuck of the chin. Yeah, elbow high. Arm, take it straight. And now see if you can square your chest to the mat. And then a little tiny lift, and lift, and lift. Yeah. So the elbow stays nice and solid. And notice your breathing. Okay, slow it down. From here, let's find alignment. So see if you can ground all 10 toes. Can you elongate them again? And then move your knees until you feel like they're shining in the direction of your toes. And then take your mind into your tricep and ask it to squeeze. Squeeze, yes. And how's the length of your body? Think about lengthening out the head up, tail down and back towards the heel. Yes, you look great. For 3, 2, and then up and stay. Little bend in the elbow, push straight. Little bend and push. So this little bend is like a micro bend. So in Barre, we kind of stay in the work. So there's not that rest phase of normal weightlifting. And that's what adds the sculpt. For 3, yes. 2, and then just stay out where you started and a little tiny circle. Little tiny circle. And can you lengthen your neck? Can you take the shoulders back, square the heart? Last one, reverse your circle. So keep circling, but go the other way. How's your breath? How are the feet? Can they feel longer or more open in some way? For 3, 2, 1, and then palm will face up. Roll the shoulders back and a little lift and lift. So you're almost there. Breathe deep. They're usually harder when you only do one at a time because your mind is all about that arm. For 5, 4, 3, 2, up. 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in. Take a nice deep breath. And then we'll switch sides. So give yourself just a moment to breathe. Maybe grab a drink. And yeah, it'll be fun just to see how your body feels after this week. Usually the triceps are a little bit harder when we only do one at a time. All right, so now we have our left leg forward, hand in the, or weight in the left hand, right leg back, shoulders, roll it back. Choose where you want your right hand. Inhale, and then exhale, tilt the heart forward. Yeah, and at the same time, lengthen head to tail. And then arm, elbow up. Left hand goes long. And one more time, square the shoulders. So shoulders roll back, heart square to the mat, and then a little tiny lift. Yes. So we focus so much on posture because if you're sculpting a muscle and you're sculpting it around poor posture, that'll hold you there. So we want to have great alignment. And that'll support us through life. And then think about your grounding. So maybe lengthen the toes again. Lift the arch. And your knees, can you line them up with the middle of the toes? If it's rocking in or out, yes. Elbow stays nice and straight. For 4, 3, 2, up. Little bend in the elbow, push straight. Little bend and push. And how's your breath? Nice deep breath here. And then just get to know your body. As you tire, what does it do? Can you lengthen it again? Can you ground and yet loosen so that your body feels spacious? For 3, 2, and then we'll come up and hold, little circle. So choose your direction. And where could you lengthen? Maybe your tail could come out of your body a bit. Lengthen away from the head. Maybe you could spread your heart. Or just feel the back heel grounding more. For 3, 2, 1, up, reverse direction. So just keep your circle going. Take a break whenever your body asks. Remember, this is about creating health in our body. So your body knows better than my voice. For 3, 2, 1, palm flips up, shoulders roll back again, and then lift. So you're almost there. So breathe, take breaks whenever you want. Can you open your collarbones? Can you lengthen your neck? For 4, 3, 2, up. 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Hug it in. So start with that hug a little bit. Take a nice deep breath. And then whatever side you want to start with for your stretch, take one weight, lift it up, and let it drop back. And then gently use your other hand to lift the elbow. And even here, the way that your body works in alignment matters. So if you take your tailbone out, then you can lift and arc your spine in a way that supports your vertebrae, doesn't pinch. And how's your breathing? Just notice if it rose up and see if you can slow it down. Just getting to know our body. And then the last 2 breaths. Whenever you're ready, your right hand is going to come back and rest on the back. So that'll open your shoulder. If you like to hold the weight, you're welcome to hold the weight. And then just see if you can breathe, dropping the shoulders, opening up the neck. And scan your body again. Is there anything else that you could soften? And is there anything that you could open? 2 or 3 more breaths here, just letting your body get the benefit. And then release the grip and inhale. Exhale, take the hand with the weight across the body, hug the shoulder down. And you can always wiggle. Give yourself permission to find what you need and to go after it. Nice deep breath. And see if you want to rock a bit. A couple more breaths here. And then flip your palm whenever you're ready. And just take about 2 or 3 more breaths. So notice what stretch you can find, maybe wiggle into it. And last breath. Just grateful for the stretch. And when you're ready, you can release it, switch the hand and the weight. We'll lift it up, drop it down, and be gentle. Every day is different. Sometimes it's hard to get into, but once you're there, you're fine. And then here, before you switch, sometimes this feels a little bit better to do a back bend where you take your tail back, heart up, or just find where you can add space and length and freedom. And then last breath. And your top hand that's light, bring it around, let it rest, or maybe grab the weight. And then once you've found it, create your biggest expression of the pose. So you might want to soften the knees, you can lift up more, drop the shoulders back, wiggle. Find what feels good. 2 or 3 more breaths. Notice in your body, what do you need? And then last breath. And the hand with the weight, we'll take it around in front, drop it down, and do that little searching for what feels great in this moment. Every single moment and breath is new. So just notice, be there for your body. Last one. And then flip the hand in the other direction and see if you can find one more space that you can stretch. Nice deep breathing. And last breath in. And then let it go. And you can drop the weight and then bend the knees a lot and give your back a slow roll up just to stretch out the work from all those lunges and triceps. So next we're going to do some sun salutations. So make sure you have enough room. You have your mat, you stand near the top short edge of it. And once you're there, let's start with one moment of grounding. So I want you to lengthen out your toes, your heels, soften the knees, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel into the feet and let them ground. And then lengthen the head to tail. Feel like your core is helping lift your heart. And then place your hands where it would be helpful. So maybe one on the heart, one on the belly, prayer, or open next to you. And take one deep breath, just noticing what you need for the rest of class. Breathe it in, setting an intention to care for your body and heart. And then exhale, let go of whatever isn't serving you. And when you're ready, inhale, we'll lift up. So reach nice and high. And then exhale, knees bend, and we'll dive down. Hands to shins or under the toes. Flat back extends for gorilla. Feel the stretch. Exhale, let it go. Knees bend, step your right leg back first and find your low lunge. So take a moment to align your left knee over the ankle or closer to you and line it up with the middle of your toes. Yes. Take a deep breath here and stretch head to back heel. So I want you to energize the back heel to lift your kneecap and open the hip. And then we're going to ground just for a moment the back knee. And if your body feels safe and good, you can inhale, we're going to reach the arms up. So stretching into the hip flexor. Tailbone back. And then exhale, hands come down. Lift the back knee, step back to your downward dog. Or if you'd rather have a child's pose or something else where you drop the knees, that's great. Take a nice deep breath. And then on your next breath, I want you to play for a little bit. Again, get to know your body today. So what do you need? Do you want to rock around, pedal the feet, look side to side? And now let's find alignment. So think about your hands. And can you spread your fingers and push down even weight into each of them? And then soften your knees so you can lift the tail. Take a nice deep breath in. And as much as you can, push the hands down to see if you can lift the hips. So I want you to feel like you're stretching from the front of your hips to your heart. Yes. Inhale. Take a nice exhale. And if you want to flow to plank, inhale forward to your plank. So you can be kneeling or lifted. Take a pause, breath, feel your strength. Lengthen head to tail. Shoulders drawn together behind. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to the mat. Point the toes back. And then breathe in and lift your heart to baby cobra. So hands, they are just very light. Now can you tuck your chin and lengthen head to tail? So tail goes towards your heels. You'll feel your low belly button up. And then exhale, let it go. So one more time, and if you like, hands are gonna swim back and thumbs will touch your low back. So as you inhale, it's almost like you have chicken wings. You elbow, lift, open the heart, and then exhale, let it go. Great job. Tuck the toes, push and pull back. So if you want, you can pause in your child's pose or puppy pose or lift right up to downward dog. And take 2 or 3 cleansing breaths. So when I say that, I want you to just see in your body what would feel the most renewing. And then breathe to that end. Take a nice deep breath out. And when you're ready, you'll bend your knees and step the right leg forward. So we're on the low lunge on the other side. And again, alignment matters. You only get 1 pair of knees for life. So line up the right knee over the ankle or closer to you, and then shine it in the direction of the toes. And here we add the energy first before we change. So lengthen your head to your back heel. See if you can lift that kneecap and almost like you buttoned your hip in. Exhale, drop the knee if that feels okay, and inhale, lift the arms. And we'll take 1 deep breath. So tailbone out of the body, heart lifts, yes. Feel the stretch down in the hips. And exhale, hands fall down. Knee lift, step forward, and forward fold. Allow yourself to rest. Take a nice deep breath. Bend the knees a lot. See if you can hug the elbows if that feels good in your body. Do whatever you like. And then take 1 more deep breath, coming to the fullest you can here. And then release your arms, bend your knees a lot so your eyes can lift, your blood flow can start, and then rise. Press the heels down, inhale up. If you want a little back bend, tail goes back, knees bend. Inhale, and exhale, hands come to the heart. Great job. So let's do that 1 more round. So realign your feet again. It's okay if we come ungrounded. As soon as we're aware, we find it again. And then take that 1 breath of intention. What do you need? Breathe it in. Tell your body you're caring for it. And then exhale, let go of whatever you'd like. As you're ready, soft knees. Inhale, reach up. So lengthen your body as much as you can. And then exhale, dive down. Knees bend, open heart. Hands to shins or under the toes and lengthen the back flat and long. Feel the stretch. Exhale, let it go. Knees bend and the left leg is going to step back first this time. Align your knee and your ankle. Shine the direction of the toes. First, add the energy. How long can you feel head to heel? And then if you want to lift, inhale, we'll lift up without the knee dropping. And if you want the back bend, I want you to take your tailbone back so your low spine can lift and arc. Yes. 1 more big breath in. And exhale, hands will come down. Knees bend, step back, downward dog, or your choice if you want to come to child's pose. And take 1 deep, relaxing breath. Strong hands. Inhale, pull your body forward if you want to come to plank. And then we're going to add a variation. So if you want, just 1 time, side to side. Inhale, we'll lift up to side plank. So you could drop your lower knee, or you could scissor the feet side to side. Yes. And then exhale, that hand comes down. And as slow and controlled as you can, other side. Either kneeling or both knees lifted. 1 more breath in. And then exhale, the hands come down. Find your spine again. Long head to tail. Shoulders in. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly lower, halfway or all the way. So let your body decide what it needs today. And then inhale up, up dog or baby cobra. And then exhale back to your downward dog or child's pose, or anywhere between. And then take 2 deep breaths that help calm and renew your body. 1 more deep breath in. And exhale, knees bend and left leg steps forward. So you're on your other side. And start with lining up. So knee over ankle, knee in the direction of the toes. And then add the energy, head to back heel. And if your body really wants that lift, inhale, we'll lift the whole body up. Tailbone back, heart lifts. Take 1 more deep breath in, breathing in whatever your body needs to hear. And then exhale, let the hands fall back down. Bend the knees, step forward, and let your body hang. So this time, if you want something new, you could bend your knees a lot and hug behind them. And with each out breath, see if you can loosen and relax into the stretch. This time, release your arms, bend your knees a lot, and then slowly roll up. So stack your vertebrae 1 at a time. Just getting to know your spine, opening up each joint. Knees bend. And if you want, arms will lift 1 last time, just to get that stretch and release. Exhale, let it go. All right, so great job. So we're gonna do curtsy lunges next. So if you've not done them, I will show you first. And a chair is always a great option if you want something to balance. But you're just gonna touch your chair. We're gonna soften the knees. I'll guide you through it. But the lunge is just that you're gonna step and cross your leg back, and then I'll guide you to line up your knees, and then you'll tap your toes. All right, so let's find where we're at. So take a moment to ground your body. You practice that a lot. And then elongate your spine, tail down, knees bend. Shift your weight to your left foot to start here. So if you want to be on your mat, you kind of come over to the right side of your mat. Bend your left knee, inhale, and exhale, sweep the right leg back, crossing it behind. And then take a look at your feet. And the knees, you want to shine in the direction of the toes. So they kind of spread out from the hip joint. Yes. Inhale, and then exhale, tap in. So you're barely touching the ground at the top. And we'll do that 1 more time slow. Bring it back. And then bend the knees, shine the knees in the direction of the toes, open the hips, and then tap it in. All right, so let's add the breath. Inhale, and then exhale, come back. Inhale, lift, tap, exhale back. Yes. So just find your rhythm. So it doesn't have to be at my pace. It can be at yours. And I want you to lengthen up head to tail. So that means rolling the shoulders back. It means feeling like you're buttoning the abs in from the low belly. Yes. Last 2. And now we're going to come back and then hold in your curtsy lunge. So once you're there, first find the alignment that matters. Hips are open. And then a little pulse, and pulse, and pulse. So see if you can lengthen up head to tail. So it feels like buttoning a tight pair of jeans. And then I want you to spread your toes. So see if you can spread them, help open the knee. For 3, 2, down and hold. Up a little, down and hold. Inhale, and exhale. If that breath isn't your favorite, just find what works for you. Nice deep breath in and out. And how's your alignment? What could you lengthen? What could you soften that doesn't need to be tense right now? Last 2. Last 1. And then we're going to try to balance. So if you want, it's the exact same thing that we just did. Or if you want to balance, your right knee is going to come up and lift a little bit higher. Yeah. And then we'll sweep it back, tap down. So inhale, lift up, see if you can balance. Exhale, tap it down. Yes. So notice the standing foot. I want you to really ground and spread the toes. Yes. So that knee is what we want to protect. Nice deep breath in and out. Last 2. Last one like this. And now we're going to come back and hold it again and little pulse and pulse. So you're almost there. Spread your toes, line up your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, now 10 quick ones. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up and shake it out. Great job. So take a nice deep breath. So if you want a little release before we do the other side, you'll flex your left foot, cross it over your right thigh, and then wiggle around. How's your breathing? See if you can slow it down. Be grateful for your body. Nice deep breath. All right, both feet down if you're in the stretch. Bend the knees a lot and give yourself that roll up. So maybe you want to even wiggle around. Just create space in the back. Shoulders roll back. Take a nice deep exhale. All right, so second side. If you need a drink, you can grab a drink. We'll get set up. So this time, you'll be on your right foot. And so if you want to be on your mat, you kind of walk your body over to the left side of your mat. Soften your knees, lengthen up. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly take the left leg, cross it back, curtsy and pause. Line up your knees with the toes, starting from the hips. Ground and lengthen your toes. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale, bring it up. Take another breath. One more slow. So bring it back, ground it down, and see how much you can line up. So knees, direction of the toes, weight into the heel. And then we'll come back together. All right, so here we go with our breath. Inhale, exhale, curtsy back, bend. Inhale, lift, and exhale back. So I really want you to be able to spread the right toes and think about pushing into the inner heel of your right foot. So keeping that knee open, yes. And now I want you to think about the length in your spine. Can you lengthen up head? And can you lengthen down the tail? Nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale, yes. So two more, really pressing into the right heel to help you lift. Last one, come back and stay. And then we'll just pulse and pulse, yes. So again, spread the weight into the inner part of your right heel. Line up your knees and your toes. And see how long you can get head to tail. Opening the heart. Nice deep breath. So take another breath and just notice what could you open. That doesn't have to be closed. And then we'll come down and hold. Up a little, down and hold. Inhale and exhale. So find a breath that works for you. If that is not the most giving, find what is. Last three, last two. And then we'll come down, and we're gonna add the balance. So if you want, you'll take your back foot up, knee rises, you take a balance, yes. And then come on back, find your alignment. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. So at your own pace, using the chair as much as or as little as your body wants. Really press into the right foot as you spread the toes. I want you to keep that knee joint open. Last three, yes. And two. Last full set, so lift the knee and then drop it back, stay, and we'll pulse. So you know you're almost there at this point. So line up the knees again. Notice what does your body do when you're getting tired, and see how you could care for your body. Can you lengthen the tailbone, the crown of the head? For 3, 2, down, 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, great job. Walk it out. You did great. All right, so we are gonna start with that stretch now on the other side. Take your right leg, flex your foot, cross the ankle over your thigh, and then sit back. And I want you to move around a bit, maybe rocking the right knee up and down, or taking your hips side to side, front and back. And once you've found a stretch that feels like the most beneficial, just stay there for a little bit and breathe. Think about your jaw and your heart center and see if you can relax. And take another deep breath. And then gently, we're going to come down to the mat. So you can just bring your feet down. And then coming to pigeon, I want you to take your right foot in front, left foot back. And then just lift your right leg until you can sit onto the right hip. So if you don't like that, just swing your feet over to your left. And then turn towards your right knee and guide your left leg back. So you can stay down or you can straighten it up. And then flex the right foot. So here you can play today. So if you want, you guide the heel in for a little bit gentler of a hip, or you can flex your foot and bring it up a little bit higher for a little more of a stretch on the outside of the right hip. And then inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. And take deep breaths all the way up into the body. And then all the way down. If your body is longing for a stretch in the back thigh, you can bend the knee and then reach for it with your left hand. So everything is optional, just find what you like. Squaring the heart towards the right. And then lengthen again, up head, down through the tail. And how's your breathing? Comfort the body for 2 more breaths. When you're ready, if you have the foot, you'll let it go now. Sit over on your right hip and sweep the left leg until it's in front of the right. And then flex your left foot, place it in front or on top of the right knee. So you're in fire log pose where your feet and your knees are lining up here. Take your hands, use your sit bones, or walk your sit bones back. Inhale, lift the heart with the hands behind. That'll help you lengthen. And then exhale, take your heart forward until you're ready to rest with the elbows in front. So you don't have to go down far. Just go to where your body asks. And then breathe into the outer edges of your hips. And feel your breath. Let it rise and fall naturally. Notice what you need and then go after it. What else could you relax in this moment? Take 2 more breaths here and see if you can use them to comfort your body. Be gracious. And then in your own pace and way, just gently go walk your body back up. Now your left leg is probably in front or on top. And all we're going to do is turn towards our left and find the same stretch on the other side. So unite your feet, go over to your right. Your right knee can stay bent or straighten as much as you desire. And now let's play here. So left heel, when you bring it in, just notice what that feels like. Or if you want to flex and bring the left foot up, again, just notice what that feels like. All right, wiggle the back knee back as much as your body wants. And then lighten the hands, roll the shoulders back. You can just press down through the fingers to lift the crown. And breathe all the way up and down through the hips. And see how gently you can relax the jaw or the face. If your body really wants that thigh stretch, you can bend the back leg, go to reach for it with the same side hand, and then line up towards the left side again with your heart. And how's your breathing? Can you allow your body to breathe with ease, safety, and care? So 2 more breaths here. Whatever you need, allow yourself to find it. And then when you're ready, you'll gently let go of the foot if you have it. Sit your weight to your left and sweep the right leg in front of the left. So here you can flex the feet. If it feels good, even stack the knees. And then walk your sit bones back. Hands behind if you enjoyed that. We'll inhale, lift through the crown of the head from the back of the neck. And then exhale, lean forward. Yes, that's great. And then arms wherever they want to be. And allow your body weight to completely melt so that you're able to rest and your body is simply able to renew. And breathe deep, giving your body as much nourishment as possible. And then 2 or 3 more deep breaths. And just notice what you need. as you're ready, I want you to slowly, slowly walk it up. So no rush there. And then you can kind of shake it out. All right, so to do a little bit more for our core next, we're going to do some V-sits. So if you want to have your block and your weight close by, we're going to add in a few options in a moment. So you can just have them with you. But to start, you just put your butt somewhere in the middle of your mat and then line up your feet with your hip joints and send the knees in the direction of the middle of the toes. Yeah. Shoulders rolling back. So to start, let's think about lengthening up head to then grounding the tail. So that's a nice open straight spine. And we'll hold the thighs to begin. So shoulders roll back, inhale, and then exhale if you want. We're just going to roll until we're bouncing on the tailbone, belly in nice and tight, and legs will lift, yes. And then we're going to do 3. So inhaling, if you want, go reach your arms overhead. So the option is to just keep the toes down, arms here, or toes up and just stay. So another one. So last 2, nice and slow. Last one, yes. And then you're going to sit up and do a little hip release. So feet together, knees open. Inhale, lift the chest, and then rounding the spine. Exhale, tuck the chin and round it back. And then come to sit nice and tall. And we'll do that again. So feet, line them up with the hips, knees in line. If you want to add, we're going to take a block, put it right between the thighs, and then shoulders hold on. So the block, you can squeeze to get a little more inner thigh work there. And then inhale, and exhale, we'll roll back till we get the balance. If you want, lift the toes. 3 times. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, tap it in. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale. So if you want, squeeze the block one more time. Inhale, and exhale. And then let the block go, a hip release. So feet together, knees open. We'll do that bellows breath. So we inhale, lift the chin and heart. And then exhale, round the chin and back. And then come to center. All right, so 2 more times. If you want this time, you're gonna hold the block. So you have a little less help with the thighs. So again, everything's optional. You can stay with the first time or you can just hover here and you're getting that ab work. So if you wanna hold the block, we're gonna lean back and bring your feet to where we started last time. And then inhale, just press your hands gently on the block with the legs. And then exhale to center. Yes, inhale. So open the heart, lengthen the tail, yes, down. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Drop the block, open the knees, 1 bellows breath. Inhale, lift it up. Chin's just gently tucked. And then exhale, round the back. And then come to center. All right, so this is our final round. You can either not do it, or if you want to do it, we'll hold 1 weight. So that's it. And so first start with just finding your set point, shoulders back, balance up, and here we go. So inhale if you want, weight lift, so it's going to be a little bit harder. And then exhale, just reach the weight over the knees. Inhale, lift. Exhale, so lengthen head to tail, you've got it. Last one, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Find the knees open again. Inhale up. Exhale, this time we're going to rest. So allow your body to come forward. And then just relax. Great job. How's your breathing? Let it deepen. And can you celebrate your body, whatever you did, even if it's just staying in the work? And before we come down to the mat, we'll inhale, walk up. We're going to get some side waist stretches here, because you have a little help with gravity. So take 1 leg long, and then bend the opposite knee. Now I want you to take your opposite hand, cross it over, and then just take both arms out. So we're going to tuck our chin and roll down. And then breathe through the back. And as much or as little as you want, you can try to lengthen the wrist from the tailbone to get the stretch. Two more breaths. Can you allow your body to deepen its weight? Slow and steady, you can walk it up. And then we'll switch. So your other leg goes long, other foot comes in. Make sure you're sitting on your sit bones. cross your arm over the outside of the ankle, both arms long, tuck the chin and round it back. And then just breathe. Two more deep breaths. See where you can take it. Maybe energize it or relax, whatever your body wants. And then slowly walk it up. And we'll bring our feet in front. So make sure you have enough room to lay back down. So we're going to lay our spine and do just a couple more things before we fully stretch the body. So if you want the ab work to lay down and getting to know your spine, you just kind of articulate it where we lay one at a time. You roll your tailbone and then the back, slow and steady. All right, so bring your heels in so that we can come to a bridge next. So I want you to bring them in and then line your knees up with your hip bones and the middle of your foot. And just do a couple, kind of push into the heels. Just notice if you feel good there. And then open the shoulders, taking the thumbs out next to you. You'll be able to tuck your shoulders underneath. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, push into your heels, and then the same thing we just did with the spine to lay down, you'll do the opposite. So you lift your tailbone all the way up, and then lengthen out through the knees. Inhale, and then exhale. See if you can lay your spine down one vertebrae at a time from the top. So today we are just working on articulating the spine. You worked your back, your legs a lot, so this is more of an active release. So press into the heels, and we'll do that again. So inhale, slowly roll up. Take a nice deep breath at the top. And then again, slowly lay your spine back down. So see how slow and controlled it can be, as if you're making an imprint of your spine onto the mat. Last two. So slow and steady as you want. Even see if you can work through the breath. Gently laying down, keeping your mind and your body connected as you think through the spine. And then last one. Just notice if your spine feels a little more relaxed and yet supported as you lay yourself down. So awesome job. Take both knees, hug them in, and then rock around. It might even help to lift your chin for a moment just to get the top of the spine involved. And then you can lay it back down. And if you draw circles around your low back, sometimes that feels great. And reverse the direction. All right, opening our hips a little bit more. We'll flex our feet. Cross your legs as if you're sitting in a chair. Hold onto your shins and then gently pull your heels apart. So your thighs come together. Shoulders rolling back. Open the heart. And even here, you're welcome to rock. Find what feels best in your body. And breathe with depth and care. And then we'll reverse which leg is on top. Still flex the feet, pull the shins apart, and try to rock around or just stay steady. Whatever feels good. Two more breaths. Give yourself a surrender. Just allowing yourself to get the most out of it. And then hug one leg in. So you're going to lay the other leg down. Maybe flex the foot at first just to open your grounded hip. And here you'll take your foot across the body. So you're gently holding your knee and your foot and you're just guiding your foot across. Flex the foot and line up your shin with the middle of the foot instead of rocking your toes. And then here again, if it feels good to rock, go ahead. What this does is open the outside of the hip. It's similar to pigeon, just reclined. One more breath. And then take your heel up into the air, hold behind. And again, if it feels good, lift your nose to your knee and then lay your head back down. So that just helps elongate the spine. Ankles circle both directions. And then stay steady and take a few deep breaths. Scan through your body and soften what you can. Maybe your knees, maybe your collarbone, your jaw, anything at all. Two more breaths. Give yourself permission to let go so that your body can heal with strength. And then the leg that's on the ground, I want you to put the same side hand on top of that thigh, and you're still holding the one in the air, and just rock it gently side to side, getting the inner thigh and then the IT band. And then for the inner thigh, full stretch, let it drop open away from you, and just catch it with that side hand anywhere at all. You can even hold your toes. And see if you can open your heart again. Lengthen your head and your neck. And one more deep breath. And coming to a twist. Take your leg the whole way across your body. So you can bend your knee, tip your toes behind the other leg. And then look in the opposite direction of your knees. So see if you can ground your shoulders. And with each exhale, just draw the belly in to massage your organs and just to release whatever your body needs. And one more deep breath, really give yourself an exhale. And then back to center, and to even us out, we'll do joyful child's pose. So lift up, head, toes, hands, all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, lay back down. So your opposite leg is on the mat. I want you to flex it at first if that helps you open your hip. You can even bend your knee if your hips don't feel quite open. And then bend your knee and just gently hold your foot, cross it over, and then gently hold your knee. Now flex your foot, make sure the toes are lining up with your shin, and then you can rock with it. So the more energy you send out through your grounded heel, the more that hip might open from the front side. 2 more breaths, whatever you need, go for it. And then the heel, will lift it up, hold behind in a big ankle circle. If it felt good to lift your nose to your knee just to get that length in the upper back, you can do that again as well. And then take another breath and just come to a steady place. Relax. And with each exhale here, see if you can ground, just letting your body melt back, softening the muscle. The foot that's on the ground, put that same side hand on your thigh, and then just gently rock your lifted leg back and forth until you feel just gentle stretches, IT band to inner thigh. When you're ready, let the leg drop open to the side and just catch it. And then breathe energy out through your heels to open the inner thigh. And how much can you exhale again? Just letting your body relax down into your ground. Thankful for all the work you did. One more deep breath. And then we'll go for the twist. So lift the leg up. You can bend the knee if that feels better. Tuck the toes behind the opposite leg and cross your hips. Take your head away from your knees. And with each exhale, try to ground your shoulders with even weight and massage your belly in towards your spine. And relax your grip if your hands are gripped or your knees. And take about 2 more breaths just being, giving your body permission to heal. And then this time, come back to center, and we'll do one happy baby. So you'll bend your knees, hold the outside or inside of your feet. Give a gentle rock if you like. And take 2 deep breaths, just allowing the low back to get that release as well as the inner thighs. In your time, close the knees and roll to one side. Cradle your head if that feels good, and give yourself 2 or 3 deep breaths here where you feel the ground and you allow your body to sink. So one of the miracles of having our body is that at night it actually gets stronger, or when we let go. So allow yourself to let go, to just be held by your own body, the ground, and the air that comes in and goes out. In a slow pace, you can press up and then press your weight onto the balls of the feet, allowing the heels to lift. We'll stretch our calves. So here, allow your chest to press against your thighs. Hands can be on the mat or you can hug your legs. And just feel the own hug of your body, the warmth, the softness. So allow yourself to get the benefits of that feeling, that care. One more deep breath, really expanding the belly, which expands the back. And then gently lift your hips, bend your knees, slowly roll it up. And we'll step wide and give our bodies 3 big breaths. So inhale, reach it up. Exhale, dive down. 2 more, breathe in. Just notice the joy of how it feels. Exhale, last full set, all the way up, all the way down. And you made it, great job. So thank you so much for doing this for your body, choosing to join me. So I hope you feel super strong this week. Thank you.